So we're over by the main stage now, and I'm joined by the lovely Debbie from the Celsa Group. Debbie, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Brilliant. So let's start with just a little bit about the company, what it is that you do.
Okay, so Celsa Group is a steel manufacturer. Basically what we do is we make steel sustainably via electric arc furnace production. We do that in Cardiff. As you can see here, we're made in Cardiff to build the UK. We only use UK sourced scrap to make the steel, and we're pretty much the only operational arc furnace in the UK now, and we make around 1 million tonnes of steel, which goes predominantly into concrete reinforcements of mesh, rebar, but we also have long products, which you can see the lovely images down beside me, supplied all across the UK via our UK companies, BRC Limited, Express Reinforcements Limited and the ROM Group.
My goodness, I mean there is so much to unpack from that. That's amazing what you're doing as a company. I mean, absolute game changer in the industry, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, very much so.
Are you finding that there's a real need for sustainable, or a demand for sustainable items now, and you're really providing that? Not in 10 years, you're providing it now.
Absolutely. In fact, we've been doing it for 20 years in the UK. So Celsa are actually they're celebrating their 20-year anniversary in Cardiff this year as well. But we've been going for over 50 years. Celsa's actually a Spanish group company headquartered in Barcelona, but we're right across Europe, and we're only operating arc furnaces.
Oh, wow, so actually when people are now looking for and trying to catch up with sustainable products, you're already here.
And we've been doing it for 20 years, so please come along, give us a call, get in touch, and we'll happily help you out.
Amazing. Yeah, and I like that as well, sustainable steel. It's quite catchy, isn't it?
Yeah, I would hope so. Unfortunately, from the UK, I mean, my particular interest is the scrap as well. I'm a scrap buyer, so I actually buy the scrap from around the UK that goes into, or we have a team of buyers that buy the scrap into the UK. We have our own scrap yard, so Celsa is very different in the fact that as a steelworks, it actually has its own scrap yards. So we look at a vertical integration scenario where we can buy scrap direct from source. So the people we're particularly interested in speaking to now are scrap source creators. So if we're looking at in construction companies, industry, we already buy from independent merchants and from industry across the UK, but their particular interest is looking at the links that we can make in a circular situation with scrap arisings from source. So demolition, construction, industry, fabricators, the list is endless.
Yeah, how exciting.
It is exciting. It's very cool.
Yeah. It is very cool, and the amount of people we've spoken to already today who are literally looking for this. So you need to come down and speak to Debbie and the team here at Celsa.
The main stage and just turn around. That's it.
Amazing. All right, last question for you, because I know you've been very busy and it's almost networking time. Why is it important then that you are here as a company, as a Celsa Group, here at UK Construction Week?
Okay, so in the most part, most people will have heard of our group companies. I mentioned BRC, ROM, Express Reinforcements, RFA Tech. A lot of people won't have heard of Celsa, and that's because those guys that we refer to as Celsa Steel Service, they are the market-facing side. We do sell directly from the melt shop or from the rolling mills for the long products, but a lot of the time the concrete reinforcement, people won't have heard of Celsa, they won't even know where it comes from, and that's why we're here, to make a direct link with your scrap into our furnace, and then it comes back into the UK. So everything is circular within the UK. We don't import any products to make the steel. It's only scrap that goes in. The 2% that's left is usually just a fixing agent or a fluxing agent that goes into the production. Everything else is scrap, 100%.
Amazing. Debbie, thank you so much. Please come down, chat to the team. Like we said, they're right by the main stage. You're here for all 3 days?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Perfect.
I was here yesterday.
4 days then. Come down and chat to Debbie and the team and learn a little bit more about sustainable steel here at UK Construction Week.